Alright guys, welcome back to another Showcasing Your Teams. It is Showcasing Your Teams Part 9, and we got 5 new teams for you guys today. And if you guys want to be in one of these videos, all you have to do is send an email to jfish.contact@gmail.com. Subject, showcase, and then put your team name in the body of the email. And also make sure you send a friend request on the game to JFishLAD up in the corner like it says up there. And in the description of this video, there is a list of names of everyone that's in the queue. If you have a star by your name, that means you are in the friends requested list, which means you are good to go. I go through after each video and remove everyone that is not on the friends requested list, that has not reached out to me to be in the queue for the videos. So if you're in that and other people don't get on the requested list, then you will go before them. If you're in the queue and you don't have a star by your name, you need to request me at JFishLAD to get into the showcase and go from there. So let's go ahead and get straight into this one. I'm excited for this. All right, so first up we got Vic QCY, and in the memo they say they're new but steady. Keep it going. I mean, looking pretty good off the bat just from looking at your team. Haven't even reviewed it yet. So they're a Blue Jays team, and let's go ahead and get into this. So to start off, a Diamond Cabrera. Let's look at the train on this one. A little too much to speed and field. Not a team player though, so you don't have to retrain right now. And then skills aren't great, but not a team player like I said, so you don't have to reskill it. Guerrero, let's look at this card, and I'm liking the train on it. Try and get a little bit more probably to power, but you're only at level 12, so you definitely can. And let's look at the skills. Charisma, I would definitely look to reskill down the road. Then we got a Gurriel next, a Black Diamond Gurriel, another team player. And through 12, a little much to speed and field, you can retrain for sure. And then Master Base Thief and Training Junkie. You can get away with Training Junkie, but this is another one. Just for being a Black Diamond, I would suggest getting better skills on it. Next up, a Zimmerman. Let's see the train on this. Decent train, not worth putting any more into it right now, not being a team player. Batting Machine and Charisma, perfect, stick with that for now. Mauer up next, a Prime Mauer. And the train's pretty good on that one, can't lie. A little much to contact, I would like to see probably a little bit more power at eye. Not a team player though. There's the skills on that, obviously can't reskill that. Next up, a Trevor Story. Let's look at the train on that. Not terrible, like I said, not another team player, so not worth retraining right now. And the skills are pretty brutal on this, but then again, like I said, not a team player. So we got a McKinney next. Let's look at the train so far through 10. Not brutal, a little much to speed and field, but you can stick with it for now. And let's look at the skills. Slugger Instinctive Full Swing Hitter, you can stick with that for now, but I would definitely reskill down the road, especially if he's still on your team and being a team player. So don't know how to pronounce his last name, I'm gonna call him Michael. We got a Michael next, and this train's not great, not a team player though. And then the skills, Ace Specialist is okay, it's not the best, but not really worth reskilling that one right now. Hernandez up next. Let's look at the train on this. Not a terrible train, would like to see a little bit more to power, but Slugger Instinct, you can get away with that for now as well. So on the bench, we got a Bo. Let's look at the train on this. A little much of speed and field through 12. If he makes it into your lineup eventually, I would suggest to retrain, and then also better skills on it as well. Next up, a Gold Pool Hose. Let's look at the train on this one. A lot to eye, which isn't terrible. Would like to see a little bit more to power, and then those are the skills. Training Junkie's pretty good. We got a Vote next, and there's the train through 10, and those are the skills. Then we got a Crone next. There's the train so far, and those are the skill prediction, pretty decent right there for being on the bench. Then we got a Peyton up next. There's the train, a little much to speed and field, and those are the skills. Not really worth reskilling as well, especially being on the bench. So next up, we got a Baruki. I don't know if that's how you say his name. I'm just gonna call him Ryan though. There's a train so far through 10. Looking pretty good actually, not gonna lie. 7 to fast, actually 6 to, I was looking at the wrong thing. 6 to stamina through 10. A little much because, I mean, you're probably gonna get stamina through the end of it. You can stick with this for now. And then the skills looking pretty good. Clean up your mess will be good. Pitching Machine, Winning Streak, not terrible. You could definitely reskill down the road, but for now that'll do. Next up, a Black Diamond Farmer. There's a train so far. A little much of stamina through 14. Not a team player though, so not really worth retraining right now. Dominant Pitcher, you can get away with that for now. Then we got a Lucas up next. There's the train so far, and those are the skills. I'm liking the cleaning up your mess again. Ace is okay. Next up, a Waka. There's the train, a lot of stamina. Probably would retrain it if it was a team player. Giant Crusher and Last Boss, decent skills. You can get away with that as well. So next up, Kershaw, last one in the rotation. There's the train so far, a lot of stamina, and can't obviously change the skills on that with Winning Streak there. Relief pitchers. We got a Hand next. There's the train so far, and those are the skills. Setup man actually will work pretty decent, especially being a gold player. I like it. Nicasio up next. There's the train so far through 10. Only 4 to stamina, not terrible. And those are the skills. Setup man again. Okay, I like it. Next up, Abundi. There's a train so far through 12. I like it so far. Finesse pitcher, pitching machine, and ace. Decent, stick with it. Not a team player, not really worth skill changing. A Fry's up next. There's a train so far, and those are the skill. A little much to stamina, but I wouldn't really invest too much into that one. A Lopez up next. There's a train so far through 10, and those are skill. Clean up your mess and winning streak. Perfect relief pitcher, that'll work well. And then the closing pitcher is a green. There's the train so far through 10, and those are the skills. So honestly, I would probably move Lopez into the closing pitcher if that was me, but looking pretty good so far. Keep grinding. Like I say to everyone, especially that's starting out, go for Diamond S set deck first, and then go for the Team S set deck after that. So looking pretty good. You got a few pieces already. Just keep grinding away. Like I said, go for those diamonds. Thanks for submitting your team. Big QCY, which is also their YouTube. All right, so next up we got Saint Range, and they don't want to give out their YouTube or anything, so just gonna go anonymous right now. Just gonna call them Saint Range. And they're a Texas team. Let's go ahead and get this started off. We got a Diamond of Rosarina to start off, and there's the train so far through 10. Not terrible, not a team player, not really worth reskilling right now and retraining. There's the skills so far. Then a Santana. There's a train that's way too much to field. Oh my goodness. And then skills, not really great skills either. Not a team player though. Pool Hose up next. There's a train so far through 10, a lot to speed and field again, and those are the skills. We got a Gallo up next. Sadly, it's not a Rangers card anymore. Let's look at this. We got a little much of speed and field again. Lots of I like that. Probably would like to see a little bit more to power off of the contact. And then those are the skills. You can get away with those as well for now. Not really worth reskilling. Next up, we got a Hernandez. There's a train so far. Like I said, again, a little too much to speed and field, but I know your resources are probably limited right now as well, so take it with a grain of salt as well. Liking the skills a lot. Slugger Instinct and Prediction, that'll be well for a little while. And then we got a Prime Rendon, looking nice right there. There's a train, again, lots of speed and field, and then those are the skills. Training Junkie, I like it on a go player. Frazier up next. There's a train so far, and those are the skills. Then we got an Andrus here. There's the train, and not a terrible train. I like it. Only 8 to speed and field. Try and keep that under the 14. Gold card, though. I don't know. I would not GI this, not being a signature or prime. And those are the skills. Heavy hitter will be decent for that as well. So then we got a Jansen, the last one. Not Kenley. And those are that's the train so far through 10. And those are the skills. Another heavy hitter skill on there. On the bench, a Diamond Freeman. There's a train so far, and those are the skills. Slugger Instinct, I like that. Mike Trout. There's the train so far on Mike Trout, and those are the skills. Another Training Junkie, I like it. Then we got a gold Anthony Rizzo. There's a train so far through 10, and those are the skills. Another heavy hitter skill on there. Moran, a Black Diamond Moran. There we go. Let's see. Train's not terrible, only 8 to speed and field. I wouldn't retrain, but not being a team player. You keep going with this one. Try and see if you can get more power. That would be sweet. And Barrett Up and Spotlight, loving the skills on that one. So then we got a Diamond Kemp, the last one on the bench. There's a train so far, only 2. He's only been able to trade him to 2. So that's it so far. And those are the skills. Barreled Up, that'll be fine. Not really worth reskilling, not being a team player and being on the bench. Ace, start this out for the rotation. A Prime Hudson. There's a train so far through 10. Only 4 to stamina, not terrible. I like it. And those are the skills. Pitching Machine, not being a team player, I don't know if it's really worth it to invest a lot of skill change tickets in it right now. Next up, we got a Walker. A little much of stamina through 10. And Giant Crusher and Pitching Machine, you can get away with that with where you're at right now. Then we got a Lyles, a team player, a pitcher. There's the train so far. A little too much to stamina. I would retrain when you can, when you get the resources to. Then Untouchable, Setup Man, and Giant Crusher. Stick with that for now. You can get better skills down the road, but that'll do for you with where you're at. Then a Gold Bueller. Let's see. The train so far through 10. Not terrible. Pitching Machine for a gold player. That'll work. And then a Gold to Heron. There's the train so far through 10. And those are the skills. So let's go to the bench. We got, I have no clue how to pronounce his last name. A Richard here. There's the train so far. Not terrible, only 4 to stamina through the first 10, and then Ace and Clean Up Your Mess, that'll work for now, for sure. Not really worth reskilling. Claudio, I believe is how you say his name. There's a train so far, a little too much stamina, and put away pitch right there. I really don't think you should reskill it. It's not great skills, but like I said, again, not a team player. That is a reoccurring theme, especially for these newer teams. There's a train so far for Givens. Those are the skills set up, man. That'll get you pretty good for now. There's a May there. Let's see the train, not brutal. And the skills are not great, but obviously can't reskill that, being a gold card. Then we got a Mark here. There's a train so far through 10. Those are the skills. Another setup, man. I like to see that with the relief pitcher. Last relief pitcher, closing pitcher is a Smith. There's a train so far through 10, and those are the skills. So not looking bad. Again, I'm gonna suggest Diamond S set deck first, then work the team. Looking pretty good here. I can tell you're pretty new at this game, but keep grinding. I like the prime there. Looking pretty good. I wish one of these were a Rangers prime, but still keep on grinding. You already got a lot of diamonds for where you're at as well, so I like the team. Thank you for submitting your team, Saint Rage. All right, so next up we got David John Lewick J, if that's how you pronounce it, I'm not sure. And their YouTube is David Lewick Jr. Let's go ahead and look at this, a St. Louis team. Start this off, a live Tatis player. This card is pretty darn nice for sure. Liking the power. There's a train so far through 10. A little much to speed and field. Not a team player though. Not really worth retraining. Charisma. You could get better skills, but then again, like I said, not a team player. Next up, a Signature Donaldson. Looking beautiful. That power is nice. There's a development so far. Way too much to speed and field. And honestly, this might be one worth retraining, being a signature player for now. I know it's not team, but this could be a 25th for a while. Let's see the skills. I like the skills. 5-tool player, spotlight, and barreled up. I do like that. So looking pretty good right there. You could definitely train a little bit better here though. You could get that speed and field to go towards eye and power a little bit more, but I like the card a lot. Next up, a Diamond Bryce Harper. There's a train so far, a little bit too much of speed and field. At the end of the day, not a team player like I've been saying. Training Junkie, Charisma, and Slugger Instinct. Liking it. Stick with that. Next up, first team player is a Goldschmidt. There's a train so far right there, and I like it so far. I would like to see a little bit more power if you can, but not terrible. Only 8 to speed and field through 12, and then 5-tool player and prediction. You can get away with that for now. You can reskill down the road, but those will get you with where you're at right now. That'll be fine. Then we got a Cardinals Pujols. There's a train so far, a little too much to speed and field. I would retrain that when you can, and definitely get better skills on that as well. So next up, a Signature Marte. There's a train so far. This is one I would probably retrain. You're already at 12 to speed or 11 to speed and field. Not a ton of power. Another signature player. I know it's not a team, but it might be worth it. Prediction and Slugger Instinct. Stick with it. Looking nice. Then we got a Yelich next. There's a train so far. Not really worth retraining right now. Charisma. Not really worth reskilling as well. Not being a team player. Molina up next. There's a train. This is one I would retrain probably down the road as well. You're already at 10. There's a chance you could only get +4, which I say 14 to speed and field is the max through the next 10, but I doubt it. But I do like the power and eye being 1 and 2 in contact power and eye. So, and then Slugger Instinct, I would definitely look to reskill down the road. You can get away with this for now, but I would like it to at least see 2 solid gold skills. And then last one in the lineup, the Vol. There's a train so far, and those are the skills. Slugger Instinct, full swing hitter. You'll be fine with that for now. Next up, we got an Easy on the bench. There's a train, and that's actually a pretty darn good train right there, through 10. And those are the skills. Spotlight, that's fine. Rosario up next. There's a train so far, through 12. And those are the skills, not terrible. Rendon's up next. There's the train, and those are the skills, not worth reskilling. A Cubs, Chris Bryant. There's a train so far through 14. And Charisma on there, okay. And then Polanco is the last one on the bench. There's a train so far, and those are the skills. Got heavy hitter, okay. All right, so Ace is a signature Lin. I'm liking it. Let's see this. Let's see this train so far. This would be one I would definitely retrain. A little too much of stamina right there. You can definitely put that in other places. And then Untouchable and Winning Streak, you can get away with that for now. I would definitely look to reskill down the road though. With where you're at right now, you can get away with it probably. A Molder up next. There's a train so far. Not brutal. A little much of stamina. Not a team player though, but it is a prime, so it's up to you. But Pitching Machine in the last boss, I like it so far. You could reskill it, but that'll be fine for now. Next up, a Diamond Maeda. There's a train so far through 10, and I like only 3 to stamina through 10. I like it. So, and then clean up your mess, Iron Will, and Ace. Stick with that for now. That is looking good. Next up, a Darvish. Let's see the train on this one. Not the best train, but then, like I said, not a team player. So, and there's the skills on that one. And then we got a Lucas here. I did not mean to click on that. There we go, finally. All right, and there's a train through 10. Not the best train, but again, like I said, not being a team player, probably not worth putting anything else into it right now. And those are the skills. I wouldn't do anything with it right now either. Relief pitchers, we got a Dykman or a Deekman. If I pronounce it wrong, I apologize. There's a train so far through 12, and those are the skills. Pitching machine and ace, that'll be fine for now, not being a team player. There's a train on Smith, and those are the skills. I like the setup man on there. Then I believe, yes, we're gonna just call him Steve. I can never get that last name correct. There's a train so far through 12, and those are the skills. Finesse pitcher, you'll be fine with that. Osuna up next. There's a train so far through 10. I like it, only 3 to stamina. And clean up your mess, that'll be fine as well, not being a team player. Woodruff, the last relief pitcher. There's a train so far through 10, and those are the skills. I'm liking the skills for it being a relief pitcher, not a team player. Closing pitcher is a Kimbrel. There's a train, a little much to stamina, not a team player though. Dominant pitcher, winning streak, definitely that should be your closer. I like it. So, looking pretty good right there. You got all diamond so far, so you got the diamond S set deck. Next up, start working to get the team S set deck. Looking pretty good there, David. Thanks for submitting your team. All right, so next up we got Camo 937758. Their YouTube is Camo Slack, another Rangers team. Let's go ahead and get this one started. We got a Diamond Lindor to start off. There's a train so far, and those are the skills. Liking the skills on that one. An O'Neal next. There's a train so far, not brutal, looking pretty decent. 8 through to speed and field through 10. That's pretty decent. Skills aren't great, not a team player though. Probably wouldn't waste any skill change tickets on it right now. Black Diamond Live 2021 card, Tatis Jr. looking pretty nice. This is one you can retrain it if you want, since it's a Black Diamond. A little too much of speed through field through 10, and Slugger Instinct full swing hitter, you can stick with that for now. Otani up next. There's a train so far through 15, a little much of speed field again, not a team player though. Charisma and Slugger Instinct, liking it, stick with that. Next up we got a Prime JDMartinez. There's a train, and those are the skills. Then we got a Diamond Anderson here. There's a train so far, and those are the skills. Batting machine, decent, not really worth reskill, not being a team player. Gold Trout up next. That's a ton to field. Not really worth retraining a gold card, especially not a team player. And those are the skills. Next up, a Diamond Perez. There's a train so far through 12. Not the worst, but not the best. Not really worth retraining. Barreled up, you can get by with that for now. Then a Silver Cronenworth, a live one here. There's a train so far, and those are the skills. So next up, let's head to the bench. We got a Moreland. Our first, I believe, is this our first team player that we've seen? Yes. So we got a Diamond Moreland here. There's a train so far through 14, and I would definitely retrain this card when you get the chance, when you get the resources. And this is one you could reskill. You can get away with it with heavy hitter and full swing hitter for now, but this is one I would definitely reskill down the road, try and get some gold skills. Next up, a Signature Machado Gold. There's a train so far, a little much to speed and field. You can retrain if you want. I don't know if you would GI this, not being a team player. I don't know yet, but those are the skills as well. Obviously can't reskill that. Next up, a Diamond Nola. There's a train so far through 10, and batting machine and prediction, like the skills. Black Diamond Semyon. There's a train so far, and those are the skills. Full swing hitter, ace specialist, decent. Then we got a Gold Stanton, the last one on the bench. There's the train, and those are the skills. So to start this off, a Gold Kershaw is the ace. There's a train so far, and not brutal. Only 6 to stamina through 17 levels, not bad. I would like to see probably a little bit more if you could finish this off with location and velocity, but looking pretty good right there. Pitching machine, that'll be fine. You obviously can't reskill that. Next up, a Prime Park. I want this card pretty badly. I want a Park card, especially his Prime one. Decent train, a little much of stamina, but I wouldn't retrain it right now. Pitching machine, again, gold card, obviously can't do much with that. Darvish, another team player. This is one I would probably GI down the road if you get the chance. There's a train. This is one I would retrain. You're already at 10 through level 12 to stamina. And pitching machine, this is one I would reskill once you can get him to a diamond if that's the case. Next up, a prime Nola. There's a train so far, and those are the skills. And then the last one is a Ray, a diamond Ray. There's a train so far, and those are the skills. I'm liking dominant pitcher and untouchable, so stick with that. Not really worth reskilling, pretty good skills. Next up, a Rogers. There's a train so far, and those are the skills. Untouchable, that's decent. We got a Matten, I think is how you say his name. There's a train so far through 7, and pitching machine and winning streak. I like it for a relief pitcher. Next up, a Chapman, a gold Chapman. There's a train so far, and those are the skills. I like winning streak. McGee up next. There's a train. Those are the skills. I should pronounce his name. I'm gonna just call him Josh. There's a train so far. Not the best train, lots of stamina, not a team player though, but I like winning streak and finesse pitcher for relief pitcher, perfect. And then an Odavino or Adavino, if I'm pronouncing that wrong, I apologize. Guys, I butcher names. That's what I do. So, and there's a train so far through 10, and those are the skills. So honestly, I would switch. Let's see. I would probably put Matten at closing pitcher with the skills you have on him. Pitching machine and winning streak, that's what I would do, but that's up to you. So looking pretty good right there. I'm just gonna suggest again, Diamond S set deck first and then do Team S set deck after that. Looking pretty good. You got a prime Darvish that I would GI with. If you were to have a GI right now, I would do Darvish. Being a prime player, team player right there. Looking pretty good. Just keep on working on it. Keep on working on it. Like I said, Diamond and then Team. Thanks for submitting your team, Camo Slack. I appreciate it. All right, so next up we got LA Dodgers 786, and their YouTube is Amir Patel. And the memo says, Jay is awesome. If you're talking about me, which I believe he is, I appreciate it. Unless he's talking about the Blue Jays. Could be talking about the Blue Jays, I don't know. But let's go ahead and get into this. A Dodgers team, starting this off, a live Cronenworth. There's a train so far, and those are the skills. Batting machine and training junkie, that'll be fine. Next up, a Brandon Crawford. There's a train so far, and 9 to speed and none to field. I don't know if I've ever seen that much to speed and none to field on a train before. I think that's a first, so. And those are the skills, not really worth retraining or doing skills on that one because it is not a team player. Next up, a Santana. There's a train so far. Those are the skills. Then we have a Gardner up next, a Diamond Gardner. There's a train so far through 12. Batting machine, that'll be fine, not really worth reskilling. Next up, a Josh Donaldson. There's a train so far, and those are the skills. We got a Mazzara up next. There's a train so far through 12. Those are the skills. Prediction A specialist, that's fine. Next up, we got a Herrera. There's a train, and those are the skills. 3 gold skills. Master Base Thief, Laser Beam, and A specialist. Not the best gold skills, not really worth reskilling though. I'll take 3 gold skills with where you're at right now. So next up, we got a Lux. There's a train so far through 10. This is one you could retrain. I don't know how long you'll keep them on in the starting lineup, but definitely a bench player down the road. So you could retrain when you get the resources. Skills aren't the best, aren't the worst, so you got full swing hitter in there. That's one you could reskill down the road if you want. Then we got a Silver Grandal to finish it off. There's a train, and those are the skills. So let's head to the bench. We got a Gold Olsen. There's a train so far, and I like the power on that one for sure. If you could get more to speed and field, I mean more to eye from speed and field, that would be great. Not a team player in this gold, so I wouldn't mess it with it. Next up, we got a Seager, Gold Seager. There's a train so far, and those are the skills. Obviously can't reskill that being a gold player. Grossman up next. There's a train, and those are the skills. Then we got a Duffy. There's the train. Those are the skills on that one. And then last one on the bench is a Pena. There's this train, and those are the skills. So let's head to the starting rotation. To start off, we got a gold Zach Greinke at ace. There's a train so far, and not a pretty good train. Only 4 to stamina on that one through 14. I like it. Winning streak for being a gold, I'll take it. That skill on that one. So next up, I would get this one out when you can. It's a basic player, so I would try and get rid of that when you can. But you can leave it in right now if you want. It's a player of the month card, so I'm not sure how that works with it being a basic and a player of the month card at the same time. But let's look at the train on this. I'm not going to suggest resourcing into this one. That's a train through 10, and those are the skills. Next up, not sure how to pronounce his name. I'm going to call him Yusei, if that's how you say his name. If I pronounce that wrong, I apologize. There's a train so far through 10. Those are the skills. Next up, a May. there's a train so far, and that's a pretty good train through 10, and those are the skills. And then last but not least, we got a gold Kershaw. 16 his best year. The basic stats on this card are beautiful. I just don't even know what to say. And that's the train so far through 14. Not brutal, looking pretty decent there. And those are the skills. So, relief pitcher. I'm going to call him Jonathan. I know who he is. Sometimes, like I said, when I look at names, I forget. I don't know how to pronounce them when I'm looking at it. So, there's a train so far through 10. A little much of stamina. Not really worth retraining, though. Next up, I mean, here's a good, I don't know what's going on. Gold skills right there, all 3 gold skills, not terrible. You can stick with that for now as well. So then we got a Harris. There's a train so far through 10. Those are the skills. Then a Floral. There's a train, a little much to stamina. This is one you could retrain down the road. And those are the skills. I'll try and get some better skills on that one when you get the chance. Then we have a Kuo. There's a train so far, and that's a little much of stamina. Another one I would retrain. Pitching Machine, you can get away with that for now, but I would reskill down the road if he's still on your team also. So then we got a Cahill. After that, there's a train. Those are the skills. And then last but not least, we got a Gagne. There's a train so far through 12. Not brutal, not being a diamond card. I don't know if you retrain this with where you're at. And then skills, not the greatest skills. I'm trying to see. I would probably... Who has the best skills? I already have short-term memory loss developing. Not good. I would probably put Jonathan at the closing pitcher. In terms of skills, you don't have any relief pitchers, great relief pitcher skills anyway either. So, but thanks for submitting your team. Like I've said, 3 out of 4 teams work on Diamond S set deck first, then do the Team S set deck after that. Looking pretty sharp here though. You got a lot of team players already. Like I said, that Bueller one being a basic, try and get him out when you can. But besides that, looking pretty good. You already got some pieces. Like I said though, start working on those diamonds. Thanks for submitting your team, Amir Patel. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this Showcasing Your Teams video part 9. Thanks for submitting your teams, guys. And like I said, if you want to submit your team, send an email to jfish.contact@gmail.com. Subject, showcase, in the body, put your name on 9 innings, and send me a friend request at JefeLionidas. So, hope you guys enjoy this one. I'm trying to do this weekly, so next week, either on Tuesday or Wednesday, I'm going to try and get another one up. The list is pretty long, so if you're not in this one and you are on the friends requested list, you will probably be on soon. Guys, just be patient with me. It's by queue. It's whatever position you're in. So if you're in the queue, just know that you'll be showcased here soon. I'm trying to get through this as fast as possible. So hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you guys did, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe. With that said, I'll see you guys next time.